Although out for many years now, about 15 years actually, still revered as one of the best bang for your buck cheap fresh fragrances out there. Of course, I am talking about Nautica Voyage. Stay tuned. So I don't have the box anymore. I've had this bottle for a few years now, and I just don't have the box anymore. But we can take a look at the bottle. You see that beautiful super light blue juice. It is starting to rub off on the V. The print is, as much as I try to not let it rub on anything, it will come off over time. Nautica Voyage on the front. Sticker with fragrance information on the bottom. Nautica on top. Now, the vintage bottles, the cap did split right here, and it was made of metal. This is not a vintage bottle. It does hold into place, but doesn't click into place. Nothing special about the atomizer. And in typical Nautica atomizer fashion, it doesn't shoot that well, but it does its job. Let's talk about that scent. So, this has spawned a ton of flankers. Nautica Voyage Sport, one of my personal favorites out the shower. Heritage N83, Midnight Voyage, one of the newest ones. And while they're all good for different reasons in their own rights, Midnight Voyage being kind of a cross of this and Dior Sauvage, if you will, because it has an ambroxan type of smell to it, none of them can really hold a candle to the original. What's different about this one is you'll see the notes on screen. There's nothing watery and really aquatic outside of Lotus, because it's an aquatic type of flower. It really gives a watery appeal, but it smells watery. Obviously, that crisp green apple and the green notes are most prominent in this fragrance because that's what I smell from start to finish, but it has a watery aquatic feel. It makes me think of beach, hot summer. It's great for just about everything, to be honest with you. Is it synthetic? Yeah, of course. It's a Nautica fragrance, but we'll touch on performance in a little bit. For what it is, it's actually what, in my opinion, is one of the best cheapies and starter fragrances out there on the market, and has been for many years. Like I said, in the opening, crisp green apple, very green yet watery and aquatic. It's well blended yet synthetic to where it's not that easy to pick out a whole lot of stuff. I don't really get any mimosa. I do get some of the musk, get a little bit of a woody touch in the deep dry down, but it's mostly just green, fruity, a little touch of floral, and watery aquatic. Very simplistic, doesn't change much, pretty linear for what it is, but it's one for under $20 that you can get your hands on a 100 milliliter bottle just like this. And the average person you walk by when you're wearing it, they'll have no clue that you're wearing an anywhere from $12 to $20 fragrance because it just smells so crisp and clean. It's easy to wear, it's easy to like, it's great in every person's collection. Every man, woman, child, don't matter. It's a great starter fragrance, and it's a great scent for somebody that's that has a vast collection with a lot of high-end, high-quality luxury fragrances. Let's get into the performance. So performance is going to vary for everyone. I've had people tell me they get 45 minutes, which I find that pretty hard to believe. Anytime somebody tells me it's anywhere from 2 minutes, which somebody said in the comments recently on a fragrance, 2 minutes all the way to 45 minutes. Look, I'm not calling you a liar, but that's pretty hard to believe, especially on a fragrance that I get every bit of 5 hours from, sometimes 6. If I wear it on a slightly cooler day, spraying my clothes, I might even get 6 hours on occasion with this one. I've had people tell me they even get about 8 or 9 hours out of this, and I'm not saying they're lying either. That's pretty outlandish for this fragrance, but hey, everybody's different, everybody's skin reaction is different, and every situation and setting is different. But for the most part, I get anywhere from 4 to 6 hours religiously when I wear this fragrance. It actually has a pretty strong projection for about an hour to an hour and a half. Arm's length type of stuff, maybe a little bit beyond, especially in that first 30 minutes. I have gotten a few compliments in workplace settings with this one in the past. It's not one that garners compliments for me on a regular basis. I don't wear it on a regular basis. When I do, it's definitely a mood boosting type of scent. I can really get wafts of it all the way into about the 3 hour or so mark. It'll really kind of encompass a little bubble around me in my personal space where I smell myself pretty easily. Ergo, most people around me, if you get within a few feet of me, should most of the time smell me pretty easily. Not everybody's going to tell you they smell you or that you smell good, but based on me smelling myself, pretty sure those around me are able to as well. And then, like I said, anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, it'll turn into a skin scent. It's inconsistent. It's not every time it's going to be 4, 5, 4.5, 5.5. It varies in situations, how much I'm outside, how much is my body heating up and I'm sweating. All those different factors play into it with performance, but it's actually an average performer for what it is, because there's a lot of places where you can get this from $12 to $17. So based on the scent and the performance, it's really bang for your buck. Well, when it comes down to Nautica Voyage, for the price point, for what you get, and how I feel about it, in my opinion, this is a must buy. I feel like it's worthy of being in everyone's collection. Even if it underwhelms you, somebody in your family, a little cousin, your child, little brother, your best friend, a relative, somebody will take it off of your hands. There's going to be somebody that's going to like this in the event that it underwhelms you to the point that you don't even want to keep it. Is it for everybody? No. No fragrance is for everybody, but for most people, this is one of the best bang for your buck fragrances out there. There's never a bad time to smell fresh and clean, and this is one of the cheapest and most versatile bang for your buck fresh and clean fragrances out there. Like I said, it's the #1 selling fragrance on Amazon, and at Marshall's they usually have a pile of them. Most of these rack stores, when they have them, they'll have a pile of them. They might have 6 to 12 bottles, and they're usually $16.99. And while that's a good price, if you look around a little bit online, you can find it around $15, even sometimes down to $12 and $13. And at that point, in my opinion, it's an absolute steal. But $17 or less, I feel like this is a must buy. Everybody should give it a try, in my opinion. It's a great way to start your collection. It's a great fragrance for if you only need one and you just want something appealing and fresh and you don't want to spend more than 20 bucks. It's absolutely worth having, in my opinion. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback and I love hearing from you guys. What's your thoughts on Nautica Voyage? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it just okay? What kind of performance do you get? Let me know down in the comments. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Nautica Voyage, if you haven't already, and you give it a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.